everybody, welcome to this amazing game of Resident Evil Resistance. Today we've got the newest patch of June 12th, 2020, which introduced a new map for prison. You'll see on screen here, and we'll go through this very quickly. We got words to say. Okay, I got cookies. Anyways, so the new prison map's been added, new survivor equipment, new mastermind equipment have been added. We'll go over those briefly. I haven't unlocked the survivor ones, but I have for mastermind, so we'll cover all that here shortly. I just realized I'm kind of in the way, so I'm gonna go ahead and disappear here for you guys, and then we'll go over everything else. So cosmetics, news, pretty much tons of cosmetics everywhere. That's all you gotta know. Beautiful, wonderful cosmetics. Adjustments and bug fixes, there's been a lot, so let's cover it quickly. Widen the damage drop-off spectrum when from a survivor attacks a distant biocore with a firearm, so pretty much you gotta be a little bit closer so that your damage doesn't fall off faster and harder. Reduce the amount of time for which survivors are immobilized after the following actions: being hit by immobilizing rounds, released from a leg trap, performing a finisher, and recovering from the defeated state. So pretty much survivors react faster now. They reduce the damage dealt by the rocket launcher while attacking the biocore. They increased the cost of repair kits. That was done by about 20, so repair kits cost 100. They reduced the cost of 50 ammo bundle, reduce the cost of the shotgun, and reduce the cost of the lightning hawk, while increasing the damage to the MQ-11 while attacking the camera, increasing the damage dealt by the assault rifle LE5 while attacking the camera, and then increasing the damage dealt by the shotgun while attacking the camera. They increased the base damage of the chemical flamethrower all around, while also increasing the damage of both the MQ-11 and the LE5, which is the SMG and assault rifle. Survivors will no longer activate traps while disabling security devices. Kind of prevents the mastermind from plopping a trap under their feet and it going off while they're trying to deactivate the security device. Hand grenades, flash grenades, and Molotov cocktails. It can now be thrown without the need to ready your weapon. With a melee weapon is equipped, the number of repair kits in inventory is now displayed on screen. It's a wonderful thing if you go check it out. Samuel nerfs have come in. They reduce the recovery potency of the Fist of Iron Immortal variant, and they reduce the duration of the dash punch recover. So essentially, overall, he'll recover less health, but he can still do pretty well. Martin has increased maximum health, so he's no longer the squishiest survivor in the game. They adjusted the Determination's Resilience variant to continue recovery until Tyrone's health has reached the fine state. This means for as long as Tyrone is not in fine state, he will gradually recover about 50 health per tick. It's every couple of seconds. It's not that fast. It's slow, but it'll bring him all the way to fine. So it won't fully heal him, but pretty much he'll never need green herbs again if he just doesn't take too much damage. Valerie had her maximum health reduced. I believe they swapped Valerie and Martin, so she's pretty squished now. Becca had her amount of ammo dropped when using Scavenger's Precision variant, so her ability's been adjusted. The cooldown times of each Bullet Storm variant has been increased, and the Bullet Storm duration is reduced by 1 additional second if used with an ATM-4, which is the rocket launcher. Effectively, Becca's been heavily nerfed from her rocket launcher cheese, but she's still really good, especially with the LE update and the MQ-11. Jill has the reduced damage from the rocket launcher when attacking biocores. Effectively, biocores can no longer be cheesed with rocket launchers. I think I've seen a biocore survive an entire onslaught of rockets, so pretty good there. So, general mastermind adjustments: widen the damage drop-off spectrum when attacking a distant target. So that means guns for masterminds deal less damage at a distance. Infectious creatures no longer increase survivors' infection by a greater amount than standard creatures when physically attacking survivors. This means bites and claws attacks will no longer get a bonus infection rate if the zombie is buffed with infectious. Instead, infectious now is only for the aura, and that's it. Otherwise, it's just a basic zombie. So big nerf to infectious creatures. Added a minimum activation time required to activate traps via the EIS. This means you can no longer insta-detonate traps. Reduce the base damage of the high caliber rifle and turret rifle skill cards. So high caliber rifles just kind of lost the potency. Reduce the potency of the Enhancer Energy Leech skill card. Added a limit to how much bioenergy can be restored by the Enhancer Energy Leech skill card one at a time. I haven't gotten the numbers on this, but I have felt the pain on it. So effectively, you're just not gonna like swing at a survivor 4 times and get 4 bioenergy. This heavily nerfs the Infinite Army on Annette. This also nerfs Daniel's bioenergy gain, so it's pretty harsh. Reduce the speed of zombie dogs affected by berserker effects. Reduce the speed of lickers affected by berserker effects. This means they're just generally slower. So there's no more zombies, no more dogs going really fast and lickers going really fast, so everything's been slowed down. Reduce the effect of large caliber barrel equipment, which means that equipping the large barrel, which increases your damage, has been reduced. Reduce the equipment point cost of large barrel equipment. I guess that's pretty nice that they equivalated that. Reduce the damage boosting effect of the gyroscope equipment and reduce the equipment point cost of the gyroscope equipment. So again, dropping the damage but also dropping the cost. Remove the security guard zombie spawn closest to the survivors start in area 2 of the casino. This was actually a major problem as it gave the survivors a free 70 seconds and instantly granted them the card. Mastermind was at a massive disadvantage at that point. Very good that they cleared that up. Controlled zombies will no longer suffer knockback effects when another creature collides with them. So if you're playing Daniel, this is a good buff to you. You can now just swarm people and not worry about getting stunned yourself, but good Daniel players got around that a little bit. It was a frustrating thing, but it's nice. It's a nice quality of life to have. Screen effects from January skills will now be shown even on disabled cameras, so you know she's locking you down. And reduce the rate at which bioenergy recovers while manually controlling a camera-mounted firearm, which means using any of the guns except for the turret ones, your bioenergy is like slowed down while you're in it, so that sucks. Annette reduced G. Birkin's hitbox when passing through doors. This allows, I believe this allows people to slip by easier. For Daniel, they removed the cooldown from Tyrant's pulverize ability, which is his insta-kill, so now he can be like Birkin and just constantly go for the grabs if he needs to. The Tyrant can now pass through doors while using the hook punch and pulverize. This is actually a massive buff, so no more door cheese, but it is a little finicky. I have tried it. When you're done punching, you'll still kind of teleport and walk through, but yes, you can effectively hook punch your way around the corner and stop them from getting in. Tyrant will no longer automatically punch upon hitting a wall with the Bull Rush ability. This means if you touch anything, he will not automatically stop and swing. You can actually now run against the walls to bait Tyrone's kick out. You can do quite a bit with this. This is a hell of a good buff. Fantastic fix. They reduce the Tyrant's hitbox when passing through the doors. This means survivors can pass you quickly. Increase the speed at which the Tyrant can pass through the doors, so he's not so slow. The Tyrant's stagger animation will no longer reset unnaturally when a second flash effect is triggered partway through the animation. And increase the effect of the Equilibrium mod exclusive card. I used that already. I tried that out. I honestly didn't feel the difference. Alex, survivors will now move more slowly when in close proximity to Yataveo. It's very nice. You can place Yataveo down. They can't get away very well. Remove the cooldown from the Devour ability, so you can spam that. There's no big cooldown. It's a great buff on Yataveo. Reduce the time required for Yataveo's slime shot buds to regrow. Lets you shoot slime faster, more frequently. Still really hard to aim. Shorten the cooldown of Yataveo's real ability. Essentially sliming someone now. Also, it's just really easy to pull them in. It's fantastic. Increase Yataveo's resilience to weapon attacks and made it more difficult to stun. This does not mean more difficult to kill, so you can still die pretty fast if you're not running the extra health. Increase the cost reduction effect of the efficiency mod infection exclusive cards. That is now worth looking into. It kind of sucks that that's for area 3, but being able to bust out zombies at far cheaper and have really cheap infectious items, it just sucks that that mod can't be used earlier, you know? But it might be worth looking into now. Spencer's disintegration field requires less space, so you can place it more, easily. Place it easier. Adjusted the colors when attempting to place the disintegration field to make it easier to possible placements. So pretty much it's a red on red, so it's very nice that they took that away. It's goddamn nasty that it was like that, but good on them. They needed that fix. Nikolai reduced the Nemesis hitbox when passing through doors. Again, I think this just lines up with everyone passing through doors that you can go through, because now Nemesis can also punch his way through the door. Nemesis stagger animation will no longer reset automatically. So like when you got chain flash, you could get like double stun. It was pretty rough. System adjustments. When activating multiple traps at once, Tracker Mine's duration will not be reduced. Survivor weapons will now be separated into melee weapons and firearms on the customization screen. It actually looks pretty nice. Survivors who have been disconnected from the game will now have X displayed over their face on the left side of the screen, so you know they've left and they're not just dead. Equipment with a cost exceeding the remaining amount of equipment points will now show a red icon, so that's fantastic when making builds much more convenient. An icon will now be displayed if there are newly acquired skins. Beautiful. Added a wall to all areas of the maps, which prevents creatures from entering the survivor starting area. This is like a force field. This is what a lot of people have been asking for. I don't necessarily agree with this, as it's got a little bit of an exploit. We'll talk about that later. But effectively, they removed the doors of any starting location, put a barrier that prevents anything from going through it towards the survivors, and survivors can come out and also shoot through it. Survivors will now immediately proceed to the next area if they're standing on the unlocked exit when the overtime begins instead of when it ends. Survivors will now be credited for any progress towards daily missions when they are removed from a game due to a mastermind disconnecting. Fantastic. The mastermind will now be penalized when disconnecting from a match for any reason whatsoever. Beautiful. Stops people from trolling. Survivors will now be automatically kicked from the game and penalized if they remain inactive from the starting area for a certain amount of time. I believe I was told it was 3 minutes, so get your buttons moving. Matchmaking will now be temporarily disabled if a player is penalized a certain number of times in a short period. Added an indicator to the character select screen to whether or not players are using RP boosters. This is fantastic, lets you know when you should stack them up. Survivors can no longer rescue other defeated survivors while standing inside the final exit. You have to come out and be within hitting range, so that's beautiful. But you can still use first aid sprays. You can still use abilities to get people up. So, I mean, like, it doesn't really stop it, but it does. If you happen to take out Valerie and they don't have any first aid sprays, you're gonna maybe be okay. Some difficult to reach item spawns have been adjusted. It made some changes to the default gesture configuration. PlayStation adjusted matchmaking system on the PlayStation 4 version to prioritize players of a similar skill level and play history. What? Cool. Steam resolved an issue where mouse sensitivity would increase after the animation for exiting an area had completed when playing the mouse and keyboard. Resolved an issue with the screen would shake vertically when controlling a security camera as a mastermind with mouse and keyboard. Overall, on paper, these changes sound really, really good. On paper. Then you get to the equipment. And there's been a lot changed. As an example, I've lost 99% of all my mastermind games today. Nothing old school works. The bioenergy gain is just not where it is. Infinite zombies are gone. Zombies are gone. Daniel's infection's gone. Net infection's gone. It's really hard to work with because using the infectious needle is no longer worthwhile because the physical attacks are not stacking on the infection. They have to stay in the aura. On top of that, they increase the damage to the automatic guns, and the automatic guns have pretty good knockback. So they are now the go-to weapon for them. They also have more ammo because it's cheaper, and they have new equipment that makes it hellish for Mastermind. So let's cover the equipment and kind of show some stuff off. On the Survivor side, I haven't gotten any of the new equipment, but we can figure it out because of that. Decoder slightly increases armory prices, and then Decoder 2 and 3 pretty much just makes things cheaper. I heard you can get like the Molotovs to 57 and the flashbangs to 72 cost, so it's pretty good. And then the waste pack increases inventory slot by 1 and moderately decreases armory prices at a 10 point cost. Jeez. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's rough. So this is actually one of my favorites. I'm happy they added this. I kind of wanted this on my survivor builds. Slightly increased reload speed, 1, 2, and 3. Kind of nice. I think like adding that with oh no, I don't like when that happens. Adding that with a you know, the quick draw. I always wanted that, so I'm very happy they finally added it. So let's go down. Let's see. H2 canister. Slightly increased the power of Molotov cocktails and grenades. Oh, damn. Iron sheet. Slightly decreased durability depletion for melee weapons. Oh boy. And the skateboard, which slightly increases movement speed and greatly increases knockback power. That is a good reference to The Simpsons, I think. I think that is. I don't know. I'll confirm it. I'll ask him. Adrenaline shot increases survival time when defeated. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. And then steroids increase the effect of buffing and healing items. Nice. So that's what survivors have. That's what they've gained. So that's pretty interesting. The skateboard, I've noticed, has been used a lot. The movement speed on survivors is now getting a bit ridiculous, and they are able to speedrun you hardcore. Mastermind's got some interesting equipment, though. I did happen to unlock most of the high tier ones. So let's get this over with. They have Fresh Blood 1, 2, 3, which increases the creature's tendency to grab, which will prevent them from doing the stupid claw attacks, which miss all the time. So this is a lovely thing. I'm gonna try it in my net. Haven't seen it in action, but if they go for the grabs, by God, that would be beautiful. Then we have Muscle Fibers, which increases damage dealt by creatures and also gives them a large health regain after a successful grab. So when they bite, they get more health back. Then we have the Noxious Compound 1, 2, 3. This causes them to, it increases the negative and restraining effects on survivors. So they buffed survivors in a way that, like, restraining effects are now shorter, so you kind of have to do these noxious compounds to get those effects to be as good as they were. Maybe better. I haven't tested them out, but it's effectively what they're for. Sturdy Materials moderately increases the trap durability of negative and restraining effects dealt by them, and then moderately decreases trap durability, duration of negative and restraining effects dealt by them, and the time in which Martin needs to disarm them. It's pretty much an all-in-one for pretty cheap and 9 cost. Losing my voice here. Alright, then we got the Thermal Grease, which, unlike Cooling Fan, this is the manual recovery of disabled cameras, so not that bad. Very good. Could combine it into Cooling Fan, make something decent out of that. Modified Gear 1 and 2 allows you to decrease the time it takes to assemble and disassemble firearms. Then the Water-Cooled Radiator, moderately increased camera durability and greatly increased recovery time. Might honestly be the way to go with a combination of like the radiator, the thermal grease, and cooling fans. Yeah. Next up, we got Implant Chip 1, 2, and 3. Greatly increases the startup time of controlling creatures. I tried this one. It's actually pretty nice on Daniel. The problem is you have to sacrifice something else to fit it in your build. Just like kind of like the enhanced brains. It's a really nice effect. It is. If it didn't come at the cost of being viable. Slightly increase the duration effect of skill cards. If discount was still a thing, this would have been great back then. Discount sucks, dude. So getting that to work is going to be a pain. System Maintenance Manual, decrease the ultimate skill cooldown. I haven't gotten to test this. I probably will make a new Super Nemesis build with it, but not exactly sure. Sorry, a bit tired. And then Unstable Generator, moderately increased bioenergy recharge speed and biocore durability. Mix this with the miniature reactor, and I was like, I think that's great. Now, there's been a lot of things that we haven't listed that have been changed in the game. The flashbang effect that the mastermind uses against survivors has been changed. It's very nice. I like the effect. So the blinding effect now lasts longer, but instead of just turning the screen pure white, it allows them to see directly what their character and just a little bit in front of them. It's like if something is touching them, they can see it, and that's about it. But it lasts for longer, so it's really nice. I had it used against me. I liked the look of it. It wasn't so blinding anymore. But overall, like, the infectious nerf has harmed Annette and Daniel pretty hard. The BioLeech shot has hurt Daniel and Annette pretty hard. The best I've done all day is with guns, but the guns have been nerfed, so it's still a struggle to do well. But the guns have been the only way I've done decent. I'm going to try Annette with whatever I can try to pull out of my butt in terms of an infinite army, and have high health zombies that go for the grabs. That's what I'm hoping for. But the survivors have been dealing so much damage and ignoring so many zombies with so many flashbangs, grenades. It's getting out of hand. Like, it's really, really, really rough. I'm gonna try to do a game for you guys. We'll see how this goes. I'll see you all in game. All right, so let's play Annette. I didn't get the new prison map. I'm sorry. The new map is actually really cool. I like everything about it. Unfortunately, I've had a really rough day. I feel like very defeated today. I'm trying a new build. It's got a few more zombies, a little less needles. Maybe I'll take an extra needle out of here. I'm thinking I need to get rid of this, because I'll get that in the later game. I honestly have no idea what to put on it. Discount? No. Wait, yes. Maybe. I will try. I will try and make it work. Discount with the energy booster might be okay. Maybe. And then I got creature mod. Then we got the one cost, lower cost mods. Okay. I'm the only one using an RP booster because I want the extra stuff. Oh god. Okay. So one thing me and Twitch chat here were discussing were the various changes to.
But I can erase that mistake.
Infection, and I think what the problem is that infection is just not good anymore, and because of that, it has caused us to have this effect of
only place humanity in greater danger.
We had an effect of like draining a lot of time with coughs, and now we don't have that.
Make your peace.
Just throw it at them. That's all I can do right now. Okay, so we're gonna use discount here. Use that. And then hopefully build up enough to get this infectious zombie for free. Well, not free, but cheaper. That's a skateboard user right there.
Not lethal by itself.
Okay, so these bites are getting good. They're getting careless. No, Sam. There's a cow. And I've actually got them infected because they're standing in the infection range of said zombies.
I cannot sit idly by while you...
While you what? While you what? Don't leave me hanging, girl.
I will handle this myself.
But because of that, like, she just booked it out.
So many of you are still alive. Very well.
So, as you can see, the speed in which she got in and out was insanely fast. So you could see the barrier right there too.
So far.
You can't cross that, but it's a pure
I
safe
must
haven.
complete your eradication.
So these zombies over here, if they ran back into there, they're actually perfectly safe. So we won't be placing any zombies there, because that's a bad idea. Okay, so we're gonna use that, lock that, and then we can use. So that's what I wanted to do, is use discount into bio the booster, and that pretty much makes everything really cheap, which is really nice. I'm not gonna kill that thing quick. That's sad times for me. Discount. Oh well, a discount just made these boys a little cheaper. And then bio, and then that. And that. Oh, and then everyone's also been using more of the Molotovs and stuff. Oh god, they got torches, everything's on fire. This is fine. Go get them, zombies. There are a lot of chonkers. What are you doing, cowman? Go get him. The chunky overlord is coming.
Sufficient for this task, I believe.
Energy booster. Hi, my name's TydeTyme.
William,
Have you met my wife?
help me finish this.
How you doing, sweetheart?
Got this.
See? Don't do it. Don't throw things at me. Rude. Okay, so there is like a new issue of like, they do become invincible after getting up. Oh shit, I got stunned. Oh, he missed that. Okay, well, we're gonna let them go. As soon as I can just let go. Thank you.
Yes, I have everything I need.
Oh, so I got a new mod.
succeed
Good.
here.
This will help. So she used the rocket launcher. That's good. Yay! Get her, liquor! Ooh. Oh no! They're coming in. Why?
Yeah, like this is
No! Don't make things cost more monies!
I must use brute force. And I
Bite!
shall.
Bite my children! Overwhelm them! Okay, he's running to the area. We can't be having that. Okay. And I put this
Each
zombie
step
here.
they take brings you closer to death.
And then we just let the generator mod generate.
Round him up!
Got enough ammo?
Can
Can you stop? I would greatly appreciate it if you didn't do that to all my zombies. Please stop beating Yorick.
No.
Please.
You may take the key card,
Yeah.
but do not think this is the
Hey, you know
final
what? This is
challenge.
probably the best I've done all day. I'm not gonna complain. Get him! Oh! Spicy!
bolted shut.
Oh, kind sir. Please don't go down here. It is where I hide.
William, we must
Come
put an
here,
end to
you
this
bastard!
terrible chapter.
Die, cowman! Let me milk your udders with my wife. Yes! Eat it! I don't. This is like the most disconnected team I have ever seen. Like all day today. I have not had a team like this. It restores hope.
Let us
Give him
change
kisses.
that.
There we go. Give him all the kisses. No, don't kill my zombie. That's rude. Rude? It's okay, these guys cost 1.
I have everything I need to succeed here. I will overcome your resistance with strength.
She said the words, kids. No, don't kick him off. I bite.
Imagine you can make it out in time.
Infinite zombies win. Hope is restored. They got rockets. I beat
As
them.
expected.
I win. Yes. I feel good now.
No more time, and so your end has come.
I feel good now. I feel redeemed. All day. It's like my first win. It's been all day. I did it. Oh, you know what though? To be fair, they didn't stick together. Maybe I can squeeze one more in there. Maybe just squeeze one more in there. We'll give it one more try. It's been about 30 minutes. So, you know, realistically, I'm having a harder time as Mastermind. I am definitely feeling it. It's not like this outright nerf to Mastermind. Survivors have been nerfed too, but just key components of being Mastermind have been taken down to a level that is hard to really manage. So maybe, and this is why I'm not trying to jump the gun and say like this is a bad patch. It feels terrible though. But maybe there's some magical strategy I haven't figured out, and I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do this. Let's do this. I'm praying we got prison. Oh, we got it. We got prison, boys. All right, so I haven't done any presets, and this map is really confusing for both survivors and masterminds, so I could lose if people have been playing this quite a bit. I've only played this map once as mastermind and once as survivor. I can say I have no idea where anything is at or what this stuff is doing. So I'm gonna do preset 1. We're gonna call it a day there. I gotta say though, tough zombies that go for the grabs. That feels lovely. I don't know if this stuff, I mean, it should stack, everything stacks, but like, they're grabbing like crazy. Even the liquor went for the grab. The prison's actually very nice. As a survivor, you start in your own prison cell. You gotta open the door and get out. I think that kind of detail is fantastic. If anything, out of this entire patch, I think the prison was the best addition to the entire game.
I calculate your odds of survival.
So
at
there's the magical barrier that
32%.
prevents me from doing
Repeating, of course.
anything. So we will proceed to not
Each
do
step
that
they
thing.
take brings you closer to death.
So I could do a dealer of 2 here. Give them both regen.
Activating that will take both
Give
your
them
time
both
and energy.
Berserk. And they're running through a different way. So we do that. Nope, we luck. No, we didn't get the luck.
Perfect.
Oh no. Alright, it really seems like I got the try-hardy team of doom.
Even as you fight, your end draws
I broke my
closer.
camera. I don't know where they're going.
Your continued efforts only
I think
place
they know where
humanity
they're
in greater
going. I
danger.
don't know where they're going. So we gotta figure this out. I think they're coming around, so we're gonna do energy booster, get this liquor. We gotta get this liquor up behind them.
Take it.
Oof. That damage to cameras is a little high.
I cannot sit idly by while
I
you
don't
attempt
even
to
know
use that.
where to like set anything up right now. I'm kind of in the dark here. They're coming and swinging, hitting my chonky boys, being mean to me. but I like the aesthetic. This place is nice. Oh no. No, I didn't want to play that zombie. I wanted to be the dealer. I can only do so much. Why they bully? Oh jeez, lock that door. Don't let them
Even
in there.
should you proceed,
Is that the last key?
I will stop you yet.
I think they got the last key.
The assholes locked it.
Door? What door? Good question, team. I have no idea.
This does not seem optimal.
Don't hit my zombie. He didn't deserve it. No, I don't know how to set this map up. No bully. All right, we're actually gonna just.
Yes, I have everything I need to succeed here.
I mean, he's dying and they're all infected. I couldn't ask for anything better.
So many of you are still alive. Very well. Let us continue.
That's a nice January blue hair. I like that. I want that skin. Out of everything, that is something I want. They're all infected though. So this is something I learned about when I was playing.
Slightly nearer to
The blue on the map shows you where the zombies can't go. So if you're like a bioweapon and you're going this way and they run through there, you can't chase through there. And they can run out the other side and go do an objective. It's pretty harsh, the fact you can't run through here. I hope they revert the change. I really don't like it, to be honest. I'm gonna go ahead and start locking stuff. I've got discount into energy booster, into tough zombie aura with tough zombie there, into liquor there, into this chick here. Discount into energy booster.
I will find
Why are you bullying? They're infected though. You know what? Cough. I need you to. Just get sick. That's all we're going for here. Yeah, just beat this one up too. I'm sure he deserved it. He did something, right? I'm sure he deserved it. Right? Like he had to have deserved it.
Yep.
How many flashbangs they got? Stop bullying!
change the balance.
No! Get him, boys! Bite! I'm coming! Hi, my name TydeTyme.
For that time you forgot my birthday, will you?
Suck my nuts! What are you doing? Get the fudge out of here, kid! Hey-ya! I'm coming in here. Hang on. Who? York! No! I'm coming, baby! They can't bully you! Yeah, get the heck out of here. What are you doing? Uh-oh. There's also now a double stun on Birkin. I've learned that too. Woo! Got him! He's dying over here, but I got him. He's dead. Like someone's gonna die today. Look at all these chunky boys! When you get them built up, man.
I always had the advantage. Their death was necessary.
Let's do a laugh. Laugh with me, chat. Birkin, I love you. Okay, where are we going today?
Direct route.
Precisely on schedule.
Who's got the key? Tyrone?
That was too easy.
Get him!
But I can change that.
Yeah, stop him! Infect him! Bop him! Eat his ass!
Your deaths will be further evidence.
Yay!
This
Lots of
research and
butts.
its byproducts are too dangerous for this world.
Let the infection happen. What are those grenades? Oof. That is spicy, sir. Go, children. They can shoot through the wall? That's not fair. That's not fair.
You ready for this?
God. I'll just be the zombie. Claw, claw, claw again. Oh God, my own landmine. Help! Hey, bully! No, why you shoot? Oh God, I'm dead. Wow, 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 wow. No! The supply zombie! Why have you betrayed me? Kids, we're in trouble. The supply zombie needs our help. Quick, get your mom's credit card and this wacky 3-digit code on the back. There's another grenade! Oh no! Get him, team! I can't see what's going on!
There is no escape. Everyone dies.
I got 40 goddamn seconds!
Time be now.
And another 30? Did they kill the supply boy? Go, my team! Oh God, they got the supply boy. They are mowing him down now.
But I can change.
I can't place. Everything was fine.
Get over here.
Okay. Okay, they went from losing to getting an entire minute and 20 seconds. Can we talk about this? Oh God, they got another minute and 20. Is this a thing? Do I have to worry about this? Cause she got a minigun.
The next area should see to your demise.
So the one thing really cool is the biocores are in fact locked. And they have to unlock it before they do anything. This map, though, is confusing as all
Each
but,
step they take brings you closer to death.
Let me be honest. I have no idea what I'm doing. Normally, I tell people, you know, practice good etiquette, get yourself taken care of, this, that, knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Right? Right. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, chat. Here's the thing, everybody. I don't know how this works. This is a map I haven't gotten to practice. Not very fair to Mr. TydeTyme, okay? No! I only got one buff in! The F! Mean. Hi. My name's Birkin. Nope.
We must put an end to this terrible
Yes!
chapter.
Ow, why you bully? Yeah, little bastard. Have you met my wife? Because if you haven't, you'll meet my pipe, if you know what I mean. Give you the good old shaft. Wait, did you walk through it? You don't think I can walk up here? Oh, okay, so I can't walk up here about that. I'll kill one of you. I'm gonna end it a little early so we can go defend the damn thing. So we do this, we pop you, we pop you, we pop that. Oh no, they broke the camera again. That's a lot of effort. They're gonna break that now.
You will not destroy them all.
Oh, well, okay. So now, this is the hard part for everybody.
This will be over soon.
Will it? Cause, I mean, for me, it seems pretty one-sided.
Hacking.
Why? Is hacking these cameras take a lot of effort to fix? Gosh darn it. So the one thing I didn't mention is you can indeed put this back up. Get infected. Get it infected. Bite him. Get infected. Get it infected. Yes.
This is teaching me making jokes about my name.
And now I can't do the thing. Can I put it back up before they... No, no, I can't. Why do you have more of these? Stop it! I have got to pray I can somehow take them out. They're infected. That's a good thing. For me. Maybe. Please don't feed them time. I mean, that's all I'm really doing. I got a lot of resources. I think that's worth 20 seconds, isn't it? For breaking my... Do you still have that much ammo? Are you done yet? Can you stop killing my things? I would greatly appreciate you not doing that. Come on, bio energy. Let's do this. Now live, you bastards. Where did they get the Molotov from? I can't.
William, help eradicate all trace of our past, and then I shall also lay you to rest.
Got him. All right, if nobody can save him, the kabang can come, I suppose. Oh. Oh, okay. All right, but we got one nerd down. It's okay. I can fix this. I can do this.
Fight, your end draws closer.
Did I just feed them 20 minutes? Like, how much more must one suffer? Cough, damn you! Cough! No! Get up! Woo! It lives! Kill them, children! Do your worst! We're barely hanging in there! Birkin, baby! Show me why we married!
William.
Hey! Suck my nuts, Jan!
Just as expected.
Well, this took some time, but at least it is done.
That is the most intense, like, I gotta tell you, you get a SWAT team, it's over. You get that team, you're gonna have a really close time. I honestly feel I am handicapped beyond belief. They didn't take one leg, they took a leg and an arm from me. And, you know, it's really rough. But, like, the locking of the mechanism and the whole shield thing is such a good thing. If anyone thinks his patch is bad, I gotta say it introduced a lot of good things, but it also introduced a lot of bad things. The infection rate needs to go back up. Like, the only reason they were infected so much is because they were just dumb enough to sit in it. It's like, I played so many matches today. As every build I've ever made, I've gone back and I did the Annette. Dr. Birkin doesn't work anymore. They kill the zombies way too fast. Just way too fast. Dr. Birkin stopped working. Daniel Stromby stopped working. Zombies don't work anymore. We've tried, like, literally everything. I went with Infection. I went with One Bite. I went with Sadist. I went with everything I could muster. And nothing works. This is the first thing that's worked all day. But again, these are players that are also not as good as the ones I was fighting prior. I can tell. So I don't know if it's a thing, but, you know, I'm gonna pray that a hot fix comes and maybe does a little tweak in the other direction. It's a really good patch because, like, when I saw Becca bring a rocket launcher to Area 3, use her ultimate, and did not break the biocore, that was a sigh of relief for me. I was pretty happy. And, you know, even Jill busted her rocket launcher out and didn't break the biocore. They still beat me, but the rocket launchers didn't do it instantly. It's a headache and a half to be Mastermind at the time, so, you know, take a break, play some Survivor, enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you all next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, good game.